guess what? I literally just came out of my first in-person commercial audition in Los Angeles. Okay, so I had a little bit of an attitude because I guess I'm like used to self-tapes, but I kind of wanted to have like a little bit of self-tapes, but also in-person because I do miss in-person. And I had a little bit of an attitude today because I was running behind. And I'd never been to this address before. And let me tell you something. I went in there and it wound up being at Casting Network. So I actually had my first commercial audition in person in Los Angeles at Casting Networks. And they have a huge building and they have like, oh my gosh, it looks like maybe 15 different rooms, different cast. So it was like packed because there's castings going on. And like every room, they had a Toyota casting, they had an Aldi commercial casting, like they had all these castings. So it's all these people, all these actors in there. And so anyway, I just wanted to share my first in-person commercial audition in Los Angeles. I'm so excited because I didn't realize like getting back into the room, like that energy is unmatched. People that have never, or I should say actors that never got a chance to be in the room, audition in the room before 2020, if you never had that experience, like, I feel like that's an experience that every actor should have, you know, even if it is every once in a while, because it's nothing like being in the room, like, the casting director, the energy of the actors, like, you know, having somebody to be able to direct you and coach you, like, live, and, like, feel your energy, you feel their energy, like, they get to really meet you. This is how casting directors really get to, you know, build a relationship with you in person, is because not only are you doing the audition, but you have a small banter, chit chat, introducing yourself. And so all of these things add to you building that relationship with that casting director. And like literally being in the room today for this audition, this is the first in-person audition that I've had in 3 years. I had one in-person audition when I was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for 5 years. I only had one commercial in-person audition the entire 5 years that I was there. So the last in-person before that would have to be 2018 in New York City. And so it felt really good to be back in the room. That's all I want to say. It felt really good to be back in the room. It felt really good to audition in person with the casting director. It was like the energy. I just walked in there. I'm like, oh my God, this reminds me of my New York days when I was like pounding the pavement, going into the casting rooms. Like, you know, it does get overwhelming and stressful sometimes, especially when you have a lot of auditions every week and stuff like that. You can get burnt out, of course. But like everything in moderation, like it just felt really good. Like, I'm like, oh, this is one of the reasons why I love acting. This is one of the reasons why I love being an actor, is like being in the room with the casting director and actually telling stories. Like, yo, it's nothing, you can't compare it. So for all of my actors that never got a chance to be in the room, I really pray and hope that you get in the room, you know, like a real casting room, not a bootleg indie one. I'm talking about a real casting room, like where the energy is high. You like, it's real producers, real filmmakers, real advertising agencies, real brands. Like, it's an energy that's unmatched. Like, you feel like you're really a part of something really big. And I had really fun in this audition. Of course, you know, a lot of commercial auditions are funny, and so this one I had to literally lay on my back and pretend that I was like cleaning my car. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I really I just got like a jolt of excitement, like, oh, this is the excitement about acting. This is the excitement in acting. And so it's really great. So I hope that I get some more, but I do like to have a nice balance of self-tapes at home and then in person. So it'd be nice if I can have a healthy balance, but I think that probably 80% of auditions nowadays are really self-tapes, and you probably get like maybe 20% that are actually in the room. So I'm grateful for the 20% because it's just really refreshing and exciting to just get that jolt of energy, and when you do self-tapes at home, or even, especially for me, because I do self-tapes at home by myself, I'll use like a virtual reader most of the time. So for me, it's like, it can get mundane because it's a one-man show, but like coming to an in-person casting where you have the casting director and or casting assistant or people from the ad agency and other actors there, like that's energy, and like everybody's here to like tell a story and have fun and play and act and be a character. So it's just like, yeah, I just want to say this is my first in-person commercial audition in Los Angeles. I'm really excited. I hope for more. And what I've learned so far in Los Angeles is most of the union commercials are the ones that are in person. Most of the non-union ones are self-taped. So that's really kind of like what it is out here, I think. So yeah, I just had a really good time, and I just wanted to share, y'all. Ooh, so exciting. And then I got an email yesterday from my new manager that I just booked a role on a streaming service, a really, really small streaming network. I booked a role. Yeah, I sent in the audition, and the next day I got the offer. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah, so, and, you know, lots of auditions coming down the pipeline. So it's just an abundant season. But I just wanted to just share that about, you know, casting networks, my first audition. So it was really cool to see a whole bunch of actors. Yeah, it's really, really, really nice to see your fellow colleagues. So anyway, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good to see you. But anyway, that's my Friday. I'm headed to treat myself to some Salt and Straw, which is this delicious, delicious ice cream shop out here in Los Angeles. They have like the best ice cream, like, oh my God. And when I was back in my New York days, every time I finished the audition, not every time, but most of the time when I finished an audition, I would treat myself to Pinkberry. That was like a ritual for me. So I'm gonna go and treat myself to some Salt and Straw. That's gonna be like my post audition treat for today. So anyway, hope y'all have a great Friday. Peace. See you later.